Here goes the third or fourth whiskey of the night or of the day. It is Saturday afternoon, just after 2, so it's still pretty early. I had, what was it? Alberta Premium 40% alcohol by volume to start. Then I had a Shelter Point Forbidden, Forbidden Batch 2, and I also had the Batch 1 in very small glasses. Then I had the Octaves Glen Talkers from Duncan Taylor, which was really wonderful. And now I have 2 Shelter Points. This is going to be the Sunday video. These are not regular Shelter Points. These are infinity bottles of Shelter Points. These have a lot of Shelter Points mixed together from different bottles of Shelter Point that I have had, and also from different, even a few samples from casks were mixed in here. So this is, they're 2 of a kind. They're almost identical in fill level. And I'm going to take a little bit off the one that has a little more in it to try it and see how it's coming along. Yeah. That's just... There, it opens itself. As soon as you topple the lid, it opens itself. And here I have a tiny little Shelter Point glass from the distillery. I'm going to use that to taste it. And the levels, the fill levels are still identical. Great, I just took a tiny little sample out of there. I just want to see how these bottles are coming along, because I haven't tasted them in about 6 months. It may take a little time to open up. I'm getting some malty notes, but there's more things than there's unmalted stuff in here too. There's barley. There's probably a bit of rye. There's wheat, definitely, but it's mostly malted barley. I think they had 1 or 2 unmalted barley expressions as well. Oh yeah, the Montfort. There's some of that in there too. Maybe a full-size Glencairn would be better. Oh, but wait, look. We've got legs. We've got legs that are slow to form. And they are sliding down the glass slowly. The ABV of this homemade blend, you could call it, is somewhere between 45 and 55% alcohol by volume. Somewhere in there. I don't know exactly. Might be 48, 49. The way these legs are moving down slowly, it's probably close to the 48 mark. Maybe a little higher. You know what? I'm going to put this in a regular Glencairn. No, I'm not. I'm going to taste it as is. Okay, I'm getting some of that typical young Shelter Point fruitiness. It's indistinct fruits. I can't really pick them apart. I'm getting some of that Tootsie Roll chocolate again that comes along with those fruity notes. Malty. Yeah, definitely malty. And there's that fruity note. I really can't place what fruit it is. It's almost like something exotic. It's almost like a mango, papaya, banana. I can't really pick it apart. It's just that there is a fruity note there, and it's not like dark fruits. It's more light, tropical kind of fruits. And of course, that Tootsie Roll chocolate is also there, definitely. What do we get for a taste on this infinity bottle? Let's just give it a little bit. Water. Cleanse the palate. Tiny little sip. Oh. There are some fruits. That fruity note is definitely there. That tropical fruity note on the palate. Dry finish. Try again. Here's that fruity note. Indistinct fruit. It's like a pineapple, mango, papaya, pear. If you could imagine a fruit that is a cross between all of those. And then the finish is just dryness. Dryness on the mouth. It should be able to take water, just because it's a high ABV, relatively. There's a few little drops in there now. Let's see if that does anything to it. This is a very tiny, tiny sample. I don't want to pour a whole dram of this because I don't want to upset the fill level too much, because I want these two bottles to be more or less identical. My plan is to someday share one of these bottles at a whiskey festival. I will have a hotel room and people can come and visit. And I will have some infinity bottles at this future whiskey festival hotel room thing. And people can try some of my infinity bottles. Just a fantasy of mine, you know. It's not going to happen these days. All kinds of festivals have been canceled, and there hasn't been any sign of them coming back yet. Will we ever have an opportunity to meet again at a whiskey festival and party together? The last one, which was up in Comox, it was I think it was called the Comox Valley Whiskey Festival. That was the last whiskey festival I've been to, and that was on the same weekend where I visited Shelter Point back in 2019. No, it was in 2020. Early in 2020. End of January, beginning of February 2020. And I would like to do that again. I would love to do that festival again because it was a smaller festival. It wasn't big and crowded like the Victoria Whiskey Festival. Will there be another Victoria Whiskey Festival? I hope so someday. Oh, with water, I'm getting more wood, less fruit. I don't think it needs water. I think it's fine without. The water brings out the spiciness of the wood. Much more spicy now that I've added water. The fruits are still there, but they are somewhat subdued compared to what they were neat. Woody notes, oak tannins. On the finish, it's just a dry finish. Just dry. Just a dry mouth. Am I getting some more of that Tootsie Roll? On the nose a bit. Well, this was an interesting little experiment and a short little infinity bottle tasting. I may come back to it someday. It smells good. It's fruity. It's malty. It's a little bit woody. It's like barn board kind of woody. It's not like fresh wood at all. It's old gray barn board.
Foodquig.
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 Yeah.